Watch again.
So, yep, we want to welcome you tonight to our very first, I'm so excited, our new Grind Tribe team call. So every Tuesday night, we're going to have one of these. So not every Tuesday, rewind, once a month, the first Tuesday of the month. So we can plan ahead and we can know when we're going to meet and whatnot. Of course, I didn't look next month when the first of the Tuesday is, but that is January 2nd. So we will play it by ear. If people are out of town still celebrating, we can postpone it and maybe do it the following Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever. But for the most part, we want to keep it every first Tuesday of the month so that as many people can make it because we can plan ahead as possible. And we understand things come up. But I think if we can get together here and there, we will be able to grow in our community and our friendships, and we'll get to learn from each other, and it'll just be more fun. So officially welcoming us. And so I told you guys tonight I wanted to do something different that normally we wouldn't do, but just if you're comfortable, we can do introductions. And I gave you guys a cheat sheet. This is not all you can talk about. We want to keep it a little bit short because there were some questions and we want to do a little bit of training too, but we want to get to know each other as well. So name, where you're from, where you currently live, your family life, one thing that drew you to start your online magic coffee business. And then the last one, which I cannot see, is what is on your dream board that you want to and will achieve with this business, a goal or on something from your dream board. So I'm going to just tell you guys unmute yourselves and we can go around. I won't call on you. If everybody doesn't go and you don't want to go, no pressure. So whoever wants to go first, I guess I'll go first. How about that? So I'm Stacy Warzak. I am from the Buffalo, New York area, and I currently live in Apex, North Carolina. We moved here 8 years ago. I have a husband for 17 years, Sean, and my 3 kids, Ella, Emma, and Evan, 13, 12, and 9. Something that drew me to this business was because it's coffee. And I have a feeling a lot of us are going to say that, but the product itself is a good one. And it's something that I felt like I wouldn't have to really push or beg for a sale or for people to try the product. And I knew that I loved coffee and most people love coffee, so it was sort of a no-brainer. Something on my dream board or a goal that I have that I will achieve with this business is just to be able to not have to say no to something because of money. So, you know, we have to do that, right? Because that's life. But if there's something that our family wants to do, I don't ever want the reason why we can't be because of money. It should be another reason why we can't or won't. So that is me. Whoever wants to go next is welcome to go. All right, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Debbie Tomporowski, and I lived in New York all my life, and we moved here to North Carolina 10 months ago. 11 months ago. No, yeah, 11 months ago. And Paul is my significant other. We've been together 34 years. We have 2 daughters, and I have diabetes. I met Stacy through our other business, and it was amazing. And I learned a lot from her, and she introduced me to the coffee, and it's just been amazing ever since. So I don't know. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you.
You want me to go?
Yes.
Hey, my name is Melissa McHugh. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, and currently live in Wake Forest, North Carolina. I have a husband named Sean as well for 15 years, 2 kids, 10 and 7. What drew me to this business? Well, that's kind of funny because I have never drank coffee in my life. Stacy knows that. We know each other from our previous network marketing company. And she said, I just want you to try it. Or if you don't try it, have Sean try it. That I tried it and loved it, and see why people love it, and see how easy it can be. And so that's what I jumped on board for. Currently, I would say a goal is I'm paying for Christmas with this business.
Awesome. I love it. Amanda?
Okay, hi.
I can see that.
The host unmuted you.
Yes, she did.
I'm Amanda Summerall. I am also an old buddy of Stacy's from our old network marketing company. Where am I from? California. I'm a California girl at heart, and I'm in North Carolina. I am a single mom to my 13 going on 30-year-old daughter, Cece. One thing that drew me to start my own online magic coffee business, the health benefits that it had for me. I was in a really bad place and very sick, and this made it like night and day for me. Kind of interrupted my doctors trying to get me to go start seeing specialists for some problems I was having, and this kind of just took care of everything. So it saved the day. One dream board goal that I will achieve with this business. Well, my boyfriend and I are actually doing this business together, and so we are. This is not just, it's not just one goal we have, but this is like our whole future kind of our whole future, everything is going to start with this business. So, but one, if I were to name one tangible thing, I really want to buy a boat this summer. So we're going to work for the boat.
Awesome.
And you guys can all come on the boat.
Well, FYI, we've been trying to sell ours, so you can get it.
Oh, perfect. I forgot you guys.
My kids like boycott the boat. It's like, are you guys crazy? They don't want anything to do with it.
We'll just go in on it together. We'll take all the kids together.
Yeah. All right. I can't see everybody. Let's see. Who else is there? Who else wants to go? Don't be shy. We're all
Jackie, do you want to go? I think you're on the call. I think you're calling in.
Who said I'll go?
It was Sam. It was me.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't see you. Okay, good. Go.
Hey, I'm Sam. I grew up in Georgia, but have lived in North Carolina most of my life. And I work at Stacy's, well, I can't say it because of patient privilege, but I work at one of her healthcare providers' offices.
Yes.
And followed her on Facebook for a while, and just kept watching her with the coffee and thought, what the heck, I'll try it. You know, what have I got to lose? And I was pretty feeling bad every day, bloated stomach, headaches, just not feeling good, like, at all. And I thought, okay, I'm over 40. This is the way I'm supposed to feel like. And tried the coffee, and it's made just a world of difference for me. I have 2 daughters. I have a 15-year-old and a 9-year-old, and a husband. We've been married for almost 21 years. And a goal for me would be kind of like what Stacy was saying, I guess, to be able to pay bills, but then do extra stuff too, or if something comes up, to not completely like kill us. So that would be a goal for me.
Love it.
I can go next.
Okay.
I'm Cheryl Wilkinson. I am from Amherst, New York, which is just a suburb outside of Buffalo. I currently live in Akron, New York, which is 30 minutes from Buffalo and out in the country. My husband's name is Bob. I have 2 daughters. He has a daughter and 2 sons, so we're almost the Brady Bunch. One thing that drew me to the Magic Coffee business, I was working out 6 days a week, and I was in massive pain, just joint pain, back pain. I have scoliosis, so I just have a lot of pain when I work out. So I was thinking that I needed to cut down my working out, but I didn't really know what to substitute it with. So I saw Stacy selling the coffee, and I'm thinking, well, you know what? I got to try it because I got to do something so I'm not in pain every day. So I went from 6 days to 3 days a week, and been doing the coffee for almost a month and lost 9 pounds already. So yeah, I wasn't able to lose that extra weight with just working out, and I'm happy about it. So that's why I decided to get into selling it to help other people. So that would be my dream board goal would be to help other people with this and to see that they get results as well.
Awesome. Yeah, I didn't know that part about, I knew that you had some issues and you couldn't work out as much as you wanted to, but I didn't realize that it was that excessive that you know, that's awesome. That's a great testimony.
Thanks.
All right, a few of you are left.
I will go next.
Go ahead.
This is Jackie. I am brand new as of yesterday.
Yay!
Yay! And it's only appropriate that I go next because as you, the person who was before me, I'm sorry I don't get your name, are from Amherst, New York. I'm actually from Lockport, New York, which is right near Buffalo, Niagara Falls area. I now live in just outside of Jacksonville, Florida, and I'm sorry if I sound funny. I'm actually driving, so hopefully a police officer doesn't come near me. I'll be careful. And I really, I did the trial and loved the coffee. I loved the way it made me feel. And I know Amanda through that other marketing venture that we all seem to have been in. And just was fascinated with what was going on with Amanda and just needed to be on board. And I am so excited. I cannot wait to get this product in so I can get it moving.
Awesome. I love it. And welcome. You are fresh blood here. All right. Couple people are left. If you guys want to share.
All right, fine.
We'll twist your arm.
Yeah, so we're all going to go. So I'm Warren. I am the Amanda's boyfriend. And that's how I got drawn in. Is that we started talking about it. I picked up the coffee from your house, Stacy.
Yeah.
We drank the coffee and we're absolutely amazed by how much energy it gave us. That was like the big thing right away, was the amount of energy. And then, of course, the weight loss was kind of a side thing because, being middle-aged, we need that extra energy to kind of get through the day. So I am from a small town kind of south of Goldsboro called Dudley, North Carolina. Jesse may have heard of it, but probably nobody else. And currently I'm in Morrisville. I do have 3 kids, 16, 14, and 12, boy, girl, boy. And it looks like we are going for a boat. So.
You wouldn't be opposed to that. Well, you can come look at mine in Apex anytime, just saying.
Okay.
When you're ready.
Sure.
All right, Jesse, do you want to go? You want to go next?
I hate talking on camera.
You can do it.
I have the worst accent in the world.
Oh, I love it.
But I'm Jesse Kennedy. I'm from the town right beside of the town that Warren is from, Mount Olive, where they make the pickles. So I'm from a small town. I have one little boy. He is 5, and he is an autism warrior, and he's been doing like 10 kids. But I'm also a teacher, so I have 65 other ones that I did not birth. one thing that drew me to the business, if you saw the picture of me that posted today, that's all you need. I don't have to say anything. Goal, I'm a teacher, so right now I was actually just talking to Amanda about it yesterday. We get paid on the 14th of December, and we don't get paid again until January the 30th.
Oof.
So yeah, this is getting me through the winter slump of teaching.
Wow, that's awesome that you can do this from home. Have you been a teacher before this, or is this your first? Yeah, so you're used to this downtime.
This is my 6th year teaching, so
Okay.
yeah, I'm used to it, but it's still hard. And with a 5-year-old who wants every Christmas present on the face of the earth, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And we own a lawn care business as well, and this is going to be our, slow seasons, and it's always really scary. So I get that. All right. So I think everybody went, right? I don't want to miss anyone, but I'm pretty sure everybody went. Are there 3 people on the phone or 2? I think there's 3. Yeah, there is 3. So somebody didn't go. Maybe they're hiding. Okay, we won't put them on the spot because I can't see who it is to do it. All right, so let's dive in real quick just for a few things. Loyalty purchase. We have gotten a few people who came in as a Ruby, which is the $4.99, and then in 30 days, they realized another one shipped. And so that's quite a bit of money that they didn't plan on. They can return it. They did return it. They got reimbursed. They are getting reimbursed. So that's never the problem. But you don't want that to happen unless you want that to happen. So we want to make sure before your next purchase is going to ship that you have the items in your loyalty box what you want. So you don't want to ever agree to more than one loyalty purchase because you're going to get all of those each month. It's sort of like auto ship, aka they call it loyalty purchase. So the only requirement that we have as reps to keep our rep qualified status and in good standing is the 3-item box. You can pick any 3 items, you can mix and match, you can change that up until the day before your loyalty purchase ships. You need 3. So for us, we get a coffee, a creamer, and a trim. On my account, Sean gets a coffee, energy, and an immune every month. But there's months where, like I just did that show and I have extra tubs of coffee, so I switched it up. You can do that. There may be months you need more coffee, and you can order more outside of your loyalty purchase, but make sure you don't agree to putting that 1 tub or whatever 1 item or even a 3-pack on another loyalty purchase. So does that make sense to everybody, what I'm saying, and how to maybe change it? Does everybody get how to change the loyalty purchase? If you log into your back office, it's under the loyalty purchase tab. Just make sure you're checking that and there's only 1. And if you have any questions, ask the person who sponsored you because we can help you find out and make sure you only have 1. Okay? So I just wanted to quickly mention that in case anybody was, worried that they were going to get something extra. Okay, so I want to talk about this really quick. So I know some of you have seen this before, and we call it the color wheel. And this is a great tool. I'll put it on the team page so you can print it. It might actually already be there, but it'll be on the team page, and every color is going to say something about you. So for me, hockey mom, Jesus lover or Jesus follower, coffee lover, girl mom, teen mom, boy mom, whatever you are will go on each piece of that pie. So when we get into social media and we get into posting and scroll stopping and content, you're going to have all of that stuff about you is going to be different posts. You're not going to have to worry about not being authentic. You can use that color wheel and talk about yourself in different ways, different stories that you're comfortable with. And it's an easy tool, sort of like a drafting process of thinking about your niche market and who you want to attract with your posts. Okay? Any questions on that? Uh-oh. Debbie, hang on, you're muted. Okay, go ahead.
Where is that at?
I'm going to put it on the team page. I think it is already there. From when I first started, I uploaded some stuff, but I'll make sure it is. If it isn't, I'll put it on there, but I will definitely bump it to the top after this call so we can find it.
All right.
So everybody understands the color wheel. It's all about you, personal, so that when you're posting, you can know exactly what you want to talk about and what type of person you're looking for to join your business and to be your customer. Okay, so we're going to talk about attracting people on social media and creating posts that stop scrolls. Because we went over this, if you watched the training videos that I did, if we don't have pictures that stop people from scrolling, they're never going to read anything we have to say. They're never going to learn about our products, and they're never going to purchase anything or be a rep because they didn't read it. So I would suggest good lighting. Natural light is your friend. And if you don't over filter, I have a bad habit of filtering. I love filters, especially when, you got some crow's feet going on and some eye bags going on. You can just zap those with some filter. You want to look like yourself, of course. You don't want to look fake or too done up, but at the same time, you want it to be a decent picture, but at the same time, a real picture. So natural light, standing in front of a window. If you angle up the camera just a tad, you're not going to have a few chins. Now, as we get older, no matter what our weight says, our scale says, if we look down, if anyone looks down, even if they're 90 pounds, they're going to have a double chin. That's not anything, flattering. So angle the camera just a tad up top, and on the angle, a little bit over your head, you'll have a good picture with some natural light. I did put on the team page as well some apps that I use for my pictures. There's a few that I like. I put them on there. I can make sure to bump those as well so you guys can see them if you missed it. But the way we're going to attract people on social media is to be authentic to yourself. Be you. Never try to be someone else or, follow someone and try to do what they're doing. You can follow their example. And I've always said, what's mine is yours. You can repost whatever you feel that you want to, that I've posted. Do that. But at the same time, make sure that you're telling your own stories and people are getting to know you as a person, because that's how they're not going to buy Magic Coffee because it's magical. They're going to buy it because it's from you and because you're using it. And that's what you want to get to with social media. It does take time, but by building up trust and attracting the right people, because it's you, personal, and you're relating to these specific people, that's why they're going to purchase from you and not someone else. Even if they're selling a similar product, that other person isn't you, and that's why they're going to choose your product over something else. All right, so any questions about pictures, or we're going to talk a little bit more about those too, but attracting people on social media, how to do that. You guys good with that? Okay. And then the next thing is social media musts. So when I started Beachbody and I was told that my Facebook account should be public, I got nauseous, because all I could think of was a Lifetime movie scene where somebody would come to my house and kill my kids and myself. And that's not something to joke about, because unfortunately in 2014, it seemed to not happen as much as it does now. So that is not a joke at all, but that's how I felt. I was literally terrified. So I get that you might be scared and that you might be thinking like, I can't make my social media public because I post pictures of my kids and my family, and we check into restaurants, and I don't want people to know where I am that I don't know. And I totally 100% agree. And I would say you have to shift your mind to now your social media isn't really for the same thing that it used to be for. You're using it as your storefront, right? So your social media is your business. And yes, of course, you're going to post things with your family, and you're going to post when you go to a movie or whatever. And I know some of you, like teachers and whatnot, you may not want to do public because you have a bunch of families that may try to watch you, and that might be something you can't do if your full-time job doesn't allow it. So it's not an all or nothing thing, but I definitely just wanted to say, if you make your social media outlets public, the reason why we want you to do that is because when, let's say, Amanda posts a post and I'm her friend on Facebook and I put a comment under her post, every single one of my friends, 47 plus 100, is going to see Stacy Warzak commented on Amanda Summerall's post. So now Amanda has 47 plus 100, potentially, people alerted that Stacy commented on her post. So that's eyes that normally would never see that post that are now seeing it. Okay, so that's why it's sort of, it's a catch-22. It's whatever you're comfortable with, but that's really why we say to do it. So quality pictures, we already went over. Your content, you want to make sure that your content is something that is going to 80% of the time, it's going to relate and speak to everybody that's following you. You don't want to share too many things, meaning, actually sharing them. So you go to a page and you share it. You want to make posts fresh, because if people see too many shared things, they're going to say, oh, Stacy didn't write that, so I really don't care what that says. It's something she thinks is funny, great. Like today, I shared a elf video. Certain things, definitely do it, but make sure that it's not every post that you're sharing. Make sure you're putting quality content up there so that people are learning what you're about. They're learning about you as a person. They're getting to know you. They're getting to feel like they can trust you. And then, of course, they're going to want to jump in with you because it's you. Liking and commenting and engaging with people. So we live in a social media age, and we are constantly interacting with people in real life, at the grocery store, at the post office, at the gas station, and then, of course, online. So you want to take some time during the day and engage with people that maybe you don't normally talk to, but if maybe they've said, okay, I'm really interested in this coffee, and they sort of go radio silent, you can start going to their page and commenting on a few of their posts and sort of like reminding them that you're still there, without almost going to Messenger and following up that way. You want to do that, but you also want to pump positive into them and have them see notifications that you commented or you liked on something. And that way it sort of reminds them like, hey, I'm still here. I'm ready when you are, type of thing. Posting numerous times a day. So this might actually feel like a full-time job. I know for me, sometimes you're like, I don't even know what to post, or you may feel like I am the most miserable person on the planet. I can't be positive today. How am I going to post on my social media? But the reason why we want you posting numerous times a day, and numerous can mean 3, 4, or 5 times. It's a lot. It doesn't have to be Shakespeare. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can literally be 2 or 3 lines, a cute picture, and post it. It doesn't have to be too thought out. But you want to get in your people's newsfeed when they're scrolling more often than not. Because if you have 4,700 people that are following you, Facebook, wonderful Facebook specifically, is not going to show 4,700 people your post. It depends on who's scrolling at the time. It depends on how many comments, how many likes it's getting. Because if it's a dud in Facebook's eyes, which we all hate to log in and see 0 likes and 0 comments, we sort of are like, oh, great, so that was a crappy post. It's really not, but it could be Facebook regulating who's seeing what when, and it's just not happening at the moment. So that's why by posting several times, you're going to touch on and you're going to reach more people. because you are going to get those comments on certain posts and you are going to get those likes on posts. And the more it happens, the more it bumps it to the top of Facebook newsfeed. So when someone logs in to start scrolling, guess who they're going to see first? All right, so that was a lot of information. Some of it you may already have known, some of it you didn't. So does anyone have any questions about those 4 things specifically? No? Okay. All right, let's go to the next one then. So stories. I used to hate stories. Like, I refused at one point to be on Instagram at all. And I thought to myself, I'm not doing stories. It's another thing I have to do. Now, I wish I only had to do stories because I love them. And I get a ton of interaction with people that don't normally even comment or like on my stuff, but they respond to my stories. Again, that could be a reason why they're not even seeing my posts. They're just seeing my stories. But I'm sharing in my stories what I'm doing all day. It's like my reality show. You know, when I wake up every morning, they see my magic coffee brewing with my Keurig. It's water and oh, it's magic. Now it's coffee, you know, and I educate them. I tell them about our products on stories. I will use different products on my stories. I will take them to my son's hockey game and tournaments. I will take them to church with me. I will take them to the store, to the post office, whatever. And you may think to yourself, like, people don't care. They don't really want to know this, or this is stupid. And that's how I felt. But I'm telling you, people do care. And when you don't do something you normally do, they legit will call you out. Like, why didn't you have your magic coffee today? That happened to me on Saturday. Because we were going to hockey, and actually Saturday was the vendor show, and I needed to eat because I wasn't eating all day, and my coffee's supposed to come first, and I didn't have time, so I skipped it. And people were like, "Oh, where's your magic coffee today?" And I'm like, I had to tell them what. So they know your routine, and they want to see you doing it. And of course, it just opens doors to be able to share without feeling like I have to draft up this big post. So that's why it's important, just because people may respond better to your stories and to your reality show than your post. Your post should be more thought out and more attention grabbing if possible, and stories are just like little snippets of your day. I told you already what we can share, all different examples. So any questions on stories specifically? And does anybody do them already and you're used to doing them and you're like, I love them, yay. No? Well, that can be our assignment for the week. We can do that. But once you get used to doing them, it really is, I prefer it. Okay, so that's basically all the information that I have. I did have something on my brain mid-chat, and I totally lost it. So I guess it's not. It'll either come back or it won't. But any questions at all about anything that we covered? Or anything you want to add? Amanda, Melissa, this isn't your first rodeo, so if I left anything out, Debbie, you guys can chime in and let me know if you thought of anything else. Unmute yourselves, though, if you're going to talk.
I have just one thing that I would say, and that is there is not a right way to do this. There's not a type of person or a type of role that you have to fill in order to be somebody who can do network marketing. My first year doing this with another company, I saw all these other people who were doing it and who were very successful, and I tried to emulate them, and I tried to I thought, well, this is working for them, so let me do that type of post, or let me have that sense of humor, or let me have that whatever. And it wasn't real to me. I just thought that was the role of the network marketer that you fill. And for a hot minute, it was popular, but that was really just because it was something new that I was doing and people were drawn to that. But very quickly, I was realizing that is very much not me, and it felt very unnatural and unauthentic. And when I started being real with who I am, I started getting more attention, and my business started growing, and I was attracting people who were like me. And so when Stacy was talking about identifying yourself, because those are the people you're going to attract, once I started getting more real with myself and not being afraid of showing who I really am, because I didn't want to offend people, and I just said, this is who I am, like it or leave it, the people who were just like me all flocked to me. So I think we've heard a lot, be unapologetically unique and you, and don't try and fill what somebody else is doing. Don't try and copy that necessarily. You can copy the ideas and go, that's a great idea, let me make that more mine, as I've totally copy and pasted some of Stacy's posts. I say this.
That's fine.
But that's just because we're identical. Whatever. Don't do that. Be very much you, because we all sell Magic Coffee. So what's having somebody decide between, I feel like we're the Brady Bunch right now, all 9 of us. What is having somebody buy from Stacy instead of from me, or from Jesse instead of from Debbie, is the person. They're drawn to the coffee, but if they have 5 people to choose from, they're going to choose the person that they want. We all have the same product, but we're all different people. So be you, because that's kind of what you're selling.
Yes, right. And people will buy it because it's from you, and they want to do what you're doing because it's you. Even if it was poop, they would be like, okay, I'll do it because you're doing it. It sounds so silly, but it's truly what you'll evolve into. And like I said before, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. This is, people are going to watch you for a while. They're going to make sure you're going to be here. They're going to get to know you. And then all of a sudden it's going to be like, okay, I'm going to do this because Cheryl is doing this, not because it's coffee, or because she says it's good and I believe her, I trust her, and I adore her. So I'm just going to do it. That's exactly what it will do. So anybody else? Debbie, you started to say something, and then.
I was going to say.
Go ahead. Amanda?
Said a lot of it, and it's true. And like when I introduced I wanted to say more, but I didn't, and I froze, but it's so true. And I learned from you not to do that previously. So it's funny how it just all ties together and is so true on that aspect of everything, because it's true. There's nothing else you could say about that. And it's just, you have to just learn each aspect, differences and all that to do it. And I used to be afraid. I'm still afraid, no question.
Yeah, we all are.
I'm not as afraid as I was. So, yeah.
Yep, and the more you get uncomfortable and do what you are afraid of, the better.
Yes, but I'm grateful for you that you taught me that. That, you know what? So I'm not as afraid. So okay. It's all a learning experience.
Yes, it does take time.
Right.
All righty. Anybody else have any questions? Anything to add?
Yeah, it wasn't a question, it was a comment.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. That works too. You guys are quiet. You're like my other team. I had to beg for participation.
I have a question. It's Cheryl.
Oh, good. Go.
Okay, so the color wheel, does that have to do with all the hashtags and stuff that you put down? At the end of your post, you put I'll put hashtag cheer mom or whatever, but I'm totally not familiar with the details of posting hashtags. So I know that a lot of people on this call probably know how to do that and everything. So maybe we can take that offline. You can just kind of show me how to do that. How do you choose what hashtag to do? Can you do anything or no?
You can, but I have some Instagram training that's not long. It's 20, 25 minutes and I'll get it. Okay. And it basically will teach you look up certain hashtags that don't have a ginormous amount of people using that, because your post will get lost. but you
Okay.
want enough that it's going to be on a board somewhere. So when people look that it's going to be on a board somewhere. So when people look for it, they're going to see your post. So not too big, but too small. And the Instagram training will definitely help with that to know
Okay. Thanks.
how to target. You're welcome.
Can you post that in the group, Stacy?
Yep. Let me write it down because my brain. Color wheel, I already searched it. It's not in there, so shame on me. Color wheel and IG training. Was that it? Those two things? And then I said I would bump another post. I'll have to look at the slides. I'll remember. Okay. All right. So we want to keep these calls no more than 45 minutes. It's 9:44, so yay, we did it. I want to get a picture though, because you know that's what we do, and we can tag everybody and make everybody jealous that they're not on our team. All right, hang on a second. They're asleep. All right, so I'll take a picture and then I will put it in the team page, and you guys can take it and do whatever you want. Okay. All right, smile.
And we're gonna share this.
Yep. All right, hang on. Hang on, Amanda, your eyes are closed. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, awesome. Thank you guys so much for spending 45 minutes with me. I appreciate it. And we will see you back here next month. The team page, use it, ask questions. Let's add some people. Let's share this coffee. Let's change the world and help the health of people. I just love it. I'm so excited. So you guys all have a good night.
That's the coffee
You
talk
too.
that you just
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, bye.